Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today we have our first VCT America's kickoff video to cover MiBR versus 100 Thieves. First video back. Yes, we're going to be doing more of these. Before we get started, just want to say one quick thing here that I am probably not going to be able to cover all of the games. I'm going to try, but I'm not going to be able to cover all of the games in this season, guys, unless there are some drastic changes to my plans in my personal upcoming season. So, getting back into the context here, not really going to go into detail about off-season stuff like that. I feel like everybody who is watching this video has had months and weeks to kind of go over it. I will just mention it for 1 second. We have 2 new players coming from a league below VCT. We have Aspas slotting in with Nauzer, which was his kind of like personal pick for IGL. He also got kind of screwed over in the Leviathan deal last year, dropped on Christmas Eve. Artson is the piece that they kept from last year. Very good player, can see him play everything. He's very good. 100 Thieves, same story here, just swapping Xander for Bang. Bang ended up taking an offer that Sen gave them. So, on to LOTUS now. We have the EDG No Sentinel comp versus the Teo Breach. Okay, strengths that you're going to see from this composition here are going to be combo based. You have a lot of combo off of what you have in terms of your linear utility. So your paranoia and your stun, and then you have the missiles or the salvo, the nade, very good stuff. Okay, now, this little creature here with a beanie on, this is a no-no. I don't know if the coach, assistant coach, strategic coach, performance coach, team, IGL, manager, whoever decided on this should be fired immediately. You know what? It's not even a firing thing. They should just step down. Whoever had the confidence to make this decision and run Killjoy should be fired immediately. This is a horrible pick. You cannot defend bomb sites on this map with Killjoy. I mean, maybe I would consider it if you were going up against a team who had no duelist, or a team who had a gecko and you were like trying to counter like the wingman play with like anti-plant mollies, because that's like a realistic thing you can do on this map. But if you wanted to do that, I would tell you to run Vise. So I don't know who did this. This needs to be a Cypher pick for this comp to work. This is a horrible idea. They're also running Teo, which is like another thing that counters Killjoy drastically. If they thought Teo was good and that other people might be playing it, they should know how hard it counters Killjoy. So again, really lost there. I do like 100 Thieves approach of playing the EDG comp here. I think it fits everybody, really well in terms of the agent they're playing. And obviously, when you have a guy who can just walk around with his mic off on Clove, who's good at aiming, and he has the Soul Strife Scythe on, the Verno knife, usually he's going to be in for a good game. So the thing that I love from here is Boostio's call of just rushing, or, taking A control. They see the Teo, they see the breach, they don't give a shit. It's the same story as last year. This is probably going to be one of the most disrespectful teams you're going to play up against. They're going to try to push you around and bitch you. Here we go. Flash dart. If that were to get scans or a fight would have happened, the stun would have come through. They're going to save it and leverage it in the site. And watch the pace they're playing at here. Okay, we got 10 seconds passing and we're getting ready to enter the A site. Okay, the reason this is happening is because they don't have a sentinel. Okay, pausing, sitting, and waiting is going to be a condition for these guys to lose. They're going to up the pace, especially when they can leverage the utility in terms of like the rechargeables or just their big pieces. There's no reason to sit around and go slow when Austin is on, Neon with 10,000 milligrams of neurogum in him. Just get him in the bomb site and killing people. So another thing you're going to see here is how 100 Thieves are going to progress deep into here, but they're going to make an extension play. The reason they're going to make an extension play is going to be around the idea that they got nothing in the bomb site. If you walk into an empty site, don't sit there and hold hands and start skipping because you got the bomb down. The job's not over. Push, make the play, get ready. They're going to throw all their shit at you. You either need to throw something back or you need to make a disruptive play and stop it from happening. Bomb's going to go down. Xander's in position with the paranoia. Looks like they think they're past the one-way smoke. So they use the relabel and the paranoia. Now this 3-2-1 retake is going to come through from MiBR. This is hideous. They don't even have a weak side. It's just a bunch of people trying to run through a one-way. No one stairs can capitalize. They're smoked off. Tethered, slowed down, 5v3. The only way they can lose this round is if Boostio screams, everybody peek at once. You know what I mean? Like, it's over. And, it looks like they can have a up-down peek backside. Boostio called for everybody to peek, so never mind. They had 2 backside contact, but they just went ahead and did that. Hunter Thieves up 1-0, and that's the beginning of the end for MiBR. We're not going to gloss over this entire round, just want to show something for context. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3 Deagles online for MiBR in a round where I believe they got 2 or 3 kills previously on the pistol. So making a decision like this has to come from some sort of anti or play like that, and I'm not sure what it's coming from. Potentially could be in the understanding that when Hunter Thieves like to bring out the light armors and, you know, they're confident, which I like completely respect and understand, but this has to be battle tested. I think this is the same complaint that I have with the Killjoy. I don't know who these guys have been scrimming or what they've been doing to where they think this type of decision is good. This is how you lose games instantly. Making decisions like this. This is how it happens. This is a ranked level approach right now. 3 Deagles on an anti-eco. It's not like you're an attacker and you got the bomb down. Okay, you're defending and you got 2 or 3 kills. This is absurd. This is absurd. I mean, who's letting this happen? So remember what we just talked about here. All right, and let's go ahead and just pause when the barrier drops. What do you notice? I see an alarm bot. I see a turret, and I don't see any swarms. I see a breach with a drill and no flashes. I mean, are you fucking kidding me right now, dude? Not even a lesser gun for utility. What a fucking joke. An actual just mess of an approach. I mean, dude, how do you expect to fucking win? This is unbelievable. Cryo's going to start with his A poke here and a lurk smoke. His goal is to get utility out and find a count for the pack of 100 Thieves to apply pressure with across the map. He's going to call that they fought A. 100 Thieves are now going to prod into C and break the Killjoy's utility. Little do they know, there fucking isn't even any. There's just a little alarm bot on the ground. Watch how fast MiBR uses their only form of info gather in this round. They burn it 13 seconds in, getting information they already knew. I don't know if they were uncomfortable and thought that they were going to get re-cleared instantly and they wanted to find out, but now they literally know nothing. 2 people sitting in C, turret on B, 2 people sitting on A. They don't know where they are, they don't know where they're going, and now they're just going to rely on standing in the open, hoping they're in the right place. 100 Thieves are going to pause. They're trying to assess the count here. Boostio's probably making some sort of mid-round call right now. Xander with a fake TP applying a little door pressure. And even though the A line has been developed, the lurk smoke goes through, and look at the timing of it. So with the lurk smoke on A, that's the time that they're going to get ready to go into C. So they intentionally awaited, right? They didn't want to go in when they knew they had that line. They just messed with them just one little second there. And even with the Viper, this is a textbook thing that you're going to see. This is the time that you're going to want to use the drone, right? Aspas might opt to use his Roomba here, but again, not a big enough confirmation for me. I think he used the Roomba earlier on to stop the development of the lurk, and once that first smoke goes away, that initial wave, whatever it is, you use the drone to confirm. It's a little backwards here. So now, in some sort of fake up-down setup, it looks like Omen is pinging his line, and Court is on a completely different one. I mean, I know this guy has like a 50% headshot rate in like that Brazilian tournament they played, but he's just showing, hey, over here, stun me, paranoia right here. No one's bend, like no one's ready to break the Fade Eye. It's just a mess, man. Smokes are getting ready. Paranoia is going to be thrown. Drill is going to be used, all very preemptive. Look at the position of the dart, clears all the close angles. It's not going for everything, they're going for a piece at a time. Now they're getting in. Prowler, no latch. First blood in this way, but with the tether there and the stun, everybody's either half HP or can't shoot back. And now the bonus has been converted by 100 Thieves, and this game is effectively over. I could stop the video now. And I know this is just kickoff, guys. I know I'm kind of being like an asshole about it to MiBR, but watch this thing here. This is something that's going to happen over time that you need to break down as a team. Do you see how Aspas is in a position where he's backing up, going behind that box? It's like he doesn't know he can communicate with this guy. This guy is saying, hey, I can break the eye, hey, I can break the eye. Aspas is intentionally trying to dodge it. They're not on the same page. Austin, it gets a timing through the one-way. Now when he goes to repeat with the Hero Vandal, what happens? It's reversed. Austin is holding for him, and the trade can't be got. Stun is late. Wall slows down the refight. And they're in another terrible position, with their only way to win the round gone. So MiBR coming out of a pause here. In my opinion, this was a momentum pause. I don't really think they've learned anything about the game. Maybe some things about the lurk tendencies or like where the utility is being played. But, you know, the coach just doesn't want them to run away with the game right now. So they're going to opt for a 4-1 here, okay? When you are going for 4-1 fights, okay, it's not that you're never going to see it anywhere else, but usually your bind, your LOTUS, and even Sunset was like a pretty common one, okay? Haven is another like great one there. In your 4-1s, okay, there's commitment in the 4-1, okay? There's commitment. It's not this thing where it's like half-assed and like you're trying to fake that you're strong. It's commitment. So if we're doing a 4-1, okay, we cannot have two people in the blue room, the secret room, whatever you want to call it. We need Breach probably in the tree room or with the pack, getting ready to stun or either flash. Teo can be unbreakable. If he uses his missiles from here for A, it will break the door for him. The worst possible thing that can happen when you are fighting A as a defender is you are limited to this outside area, the new box, the yard, whatever you call it. If you cannot get past that plane of rubble and get a player out there, even if it's something as simple as opening the door, it's over. Run away, you lost the fight. It's that simple. So, no real space take and no real help. Smoking, TPing out, dart not being broken. He's dead out in the open. Aspas falls. There's your $1 trillion investment gone. And now he's tilted and the season's over. I'm kidding. But 4 people there, 2 fighting, 2 running away. It's got to be quicker. It's got to be quicker. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. And again, I don't know who these guys were scrimming to where they got good quality reps from this stuff, but it's just unacceptable. MiBR with 2 rounds off of good individual moments. Here's another big mistake here. Core on an off angle. Dead. Entire bomb site. Art fighting with an entire green kit. And Ominal in the pit. Aspas solo fighting. Nowser with an entire bar of breach utility. And again, it's just stuff that doesn't look good. Xander not able to get the trade, but Cryo stands up. Nowser stuck in the pit. Pushed by a shorty. Round over. So, a 5v5 situation where a pseudo line was developed, okay, by Venom, sitting out here in the open, kind of holding this space, Court dying in front of his entire setup. We have his ult online, Teo ult online, rotations coming through, getting ready to stack the bomb site. It's just the unawareness that's killing MiBR. It is just the start of a team. I know I'm beating on him, harping on it. I know I mentioned it already once, but it's just something they have to figure out quick. Okay, it really isn't something that you can really let slide at this level, right? This isn't a team that hasn't had time. I know that they've had time. They've worked together. They got to have these fundamentals down, you know, before they start building on top. Because if they don't, the foundation's going to crack in the season. All right, after an ass beating on LOTUS, we're going to load into bind here. Funny enough, the Chinese comp is going to go the other way, so MiBR is now running a Chinese comp with the Cypher and the Deadlock. Main thing that this comp does a good job of is utility and being able to kind of like speed up and really get bunkered in the bomb site, similar to the Deadlock Cypher Ascent that everybody's kind of been familiarized with, where even though it does seem a little defense side and you're running the double sentinel, the Cypher can act like an initiator on the attack side, using that camera and hookah, using it short A for themselves, using it even in shower to work themselves up. So really good options there, and being able to stop the rotates in the flood on a notorious flood heavy map is another good thing. So with the 4-8 lead here, and that was without getting a pistol, by the way. So they got 8 attack rounds without a pistol. Okay, momentum is definitely in their way. Want to see them play with some confidence here. Looks like they're kind of playing for, you know, the middle of the map, some sort of like trap here. Not fully sure what type of approach this is going to be, but Xander's going to throw a special wall that helps 100 Thieves get up into Octagon here. So the molly for control, the wall going up. They're going to be able to get this literally for $200, which is really good because now they can kind of blow up the bomb site. And when they blow up a bomb site, you know, they're under the impression that people are going to be playing, you know, in this area. And if they want, they can avoid that. And they can also go into elbow with the wall. So a little bit of a flash trap set up here with a potential TP crunch coming through. Not sure, again, if MiBR has a protocol in this pistol or anything like that, but the gaps are kind of like concerning here in terms of like Octagon in itself and shower. So when will the wall be placed here, and what's going to happen if it's a heavy long hit? You know, how are you going to retake? Is everybody going to TP, and it's going to be like an attack thing where like people break off long and they go hookah, and you basically re-exec the site with what you have left? Not fully sure what their idea is there. Camera isn't really going to be, you know, messed up with this wall. I can still see over it. It's going to cage to slow him down. He is going to lose his sensor getting broken. But remember what we talked about with getting bitched by 100 Thieves. They're just going to limit test and play with confidence. Fully walked out, smokes on the ground, no noise, wall up, dart right, flash left, completely empty. Duelist taking space, one looking forward, one looking back. He doesn't even believe that core is there. Satchling, buying time for Xander. Nice trade there on 1 HP. No nade available. Boostio with a pretty bad peek there. Elbow space has been taken though, 3v3 now. No kit available other than one smoke for the bomb. Check this out from EU. We talked about just the level that this guy plays in moments like this. He's going to break off from the double flank here, okay? And the reason that he's doing that is to sell the fact that the flank isn't coming. If EU decided to double flank through elbow here, and Asuna, the 10 HP player, was solo long and his job was to stop the defuse, the round would have been lost. But EU comes back over, he knows he has tether for the bomb, he can really freak these guys out and make them focus on elbow, and Cryo can wrap around, make the play to win the round here. So again, really incredible stuff, whether he called that or someone else did. That's the exact way you want to play the situation. Because again, if you commit to that double flank and you make no noise and they've fully gotten the bomb site, no one's peeking hookah, no one's peeking long, no one's peeking elbow, the only place is, you know, the short flank. So, you know, to anybody who does flank, try to make sure that, you know, it's not completely dead silent that you're working it and that, you know, the enemy's occupied on looking at the other positions. So the tap goes through with the tether. Cryo 1, Cryo 2, diffuse coming through, very, very close. You know, definitely wasn't like an easy conversion, but it was very well played, absolutely. So here we go again. Haven't learned the lesson. Okay, 2 Deagles online. Nows are in court. I mean, like, guys, like, I can't sit here and tell you that you can't do it and that, you know, you're not allowed. I know that everybody here has confidence in themselves, but, like, we need to play to win the game. Okay, we're up 4-8. We lose the pistol. Okay, now what we're looking to do is stop them from completely neutralizing our lead, right? Because right now it's a different game for 100 Thieves. Yes, you know, they're down 4-8. You know, they might be trying to process that. But, like, now they're on attack, which is the comfort zone for them. So as long as they can convert that pistol into a solid anti-eco, into a bonus with potentially an ult online, when they get to this round and they convert it, the game ends. It's as simple as that. They love these snowbally maps where they're able to do that. It's their plan. It's the same plan they had last year. Hello. What are we doing? And look at the spread. Look at the spread on the money. Okay. Brim and Deadlock, you know, congratulations. You know, you guys saved. Aspas, you bought a shorty. I don't care that you don't have a Roomba, Aspas. You're worth $100 billion. You can do whatever you want on this team. I don't care. Nowzer, you have 1 flash and no wolf. I mean, like, what is going on here? Who does this guy think he is? Okay, no, this is what I thought. I mean, dude, wake up, man. Like, seriously? You're not going to buy kit on Initiator again against the bonus? This isn't like a situation where it's like, well, you know, we killed 4 of them last round, so they're probably only going to have, like, 1 gun and some pistols. I'll prefer a rifle. No. It was a great conversion, and they have successfully put themselves in a position where they have a full gun round. Like, it looks like MiBR's on the bonus. It looks like they're on the bonus. So here we go. No ult to use in this round, but definitely, you know, close to getting some. It's not impossible. Boostio 3 off, Asuna 3 off. Sitting in the 3-2. Double sentinel setup B. This is going to be your standard on this map. The Sky can help solve the lurk of the Viper. And they're sitting in an up-down, jiggling shower. You know, nothing really going on right now. 100 Thieves with the objective to take just spot by spot, try to break utility, develop that count, find out where the players are. And here's, here you go getting bitched, right? Just getting pushed off. No one able to come through the TP. No proactivity from A, just sitting still. When the barriers drop, you can move past it. I know that they're up at some points of the round, but when they go down, you can actually push. So don't want to break the setup just yet. No shower info, no short info, no hookah info, no long info. Got it. All right, so we have nothing. Here we go, Eric Santos, please. Just ace. Is that the approach here? Just leave him in the wide open and hope he aces. Can someone break his dizzy at least? Can we get that set up? Nice pump there from B. Almost gets the brim to rotate. TP coming through here. Nowzer, first blood. Up, down. 5v4 here. They're going to let the bomb get down. I lied. Nice trades coming out from 100 Thieves swarming the bomb site. Really getting low on time. 5 seconds. Asuna is going to get it down with 100 Thieves. Getting the 2 backside kills through cryo. Very, very close there. Could have been bad. That was a nice denial utility. Missing a mid-site smoke there was the problem. Let the clock get too low. So now we're in a position where I'm not going to pause it just yet. I want to load in and see what the eco is looking like. You're in a position where now you're on an anti-eco up against someone who is 2 off ult, 2 off ult, and 2 people that are 4 off ult. So realistically, there's 2 orbs at play. Okay, there's a bomb plant at play, that's 3, and there's 5 kills at play, that's 8. If they want, they can go into the next round with 3 ults, right? And again, the game is effectively over. So funny enough, the only round MiBR have won on defense came with an Asuna 4K. Aspas 4K. Now we're going to be in a position where Aspas is going to flank with Artson. Okay, what do we notice about the flank? Well, they're doing it with the Showstopper and the Annihilation. So a round with 3 ults in play, 2 of them are going to be neutralized to flank, instead of getting value out of the teleporter. Instead of abandoning that possibility and just running through spawn and using it, right? How many ways can we stop the bomb plant right now? Okay, we have the Brim ult, we have the Molly, we have the nade, we have the rocket, we have the satchel, we have another satchel. Now, after that, we have our guns if we wanted to spam through a smoke. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways of stopping the bomb from going down with 40 seconds left in a 5v5 with 3 ults online. Okay, we are going to lose the possibility, okay, of the majority of them. Okay, so we're in a spot where we only have 2 now, right? And when 100 Thieves have 5 people going into effectively 2, it will be 3 in a second. So let's see the timing of this. Sight smoke goes down. Brim ult goes down to zone them. Excellent job there. Forcing them into U-Haul here. Check out the proactivity from Boostio. Okay, not even going to get the bomb down. Understands that it's unrealistic. Okay, this was this was Boostio accidentally making a perfect play. Boostio was under the impression like, fuck, we're in a bad spot. They delayed the plant. If I try to plant, I'm going to get naded, ulted, annihilated, mollied. He's under the impression that that's waiting for him backside, but they're actually flanking. And it's not even there. So now they don't even have the ability to defend themselves. They're so focused on stopping the bomb getting down here. So Thrash going to be broken there. Jump peek coming through. E with a great distraction. 3 for 1 sight defense. Art doesn't even get to use his ult. And here's Shroud. 1v4 attempt here. Rocket online. EU holding shower flank. Insta killed. Oh, okay. Take it easy, baby. He doesn't stand a chance. Realistically, guys, not the highest quality game I've ever watched, but definitely a fun one. I know I'm kind of like ragging on MiBR. Understand that this is a kickoff tournament. That isn't necessarily an excuse. It absolutely does matter. And in my opinion, if you are a quote-unquote worst team or new team, this is where you need to be, really showing that you're here to play. It needs to be almost like a dark horse little story, right? Where you kind of come out of nowhere. Not a lot of people have your tendencies. Not a lot of people know what comps are being played in this crazy meta. The map pool change, right? There's like a lot of stuff that you can take advantage of here, and it's kind of like sad to see MiBR fall so flat on their face, but I'm sure they'll find their footing. The season's not over by any means. Okay, definitely need to get the fundamentals down, build a way stronger foundation in terms of their understanding of the game, their economic approach, the way that they cycle through their ultimates, the way they use their abilities playing off each other, etc. More time playing together, scrims, ranked, anything is going to like prove like, really good for them. So, hopefully we see them in the queues. Hey, maybe there's a hub with around 600 individuals that play at a high level in tier 2 or tier 1 that could play 10 mans every night after practice, streamed to hundreds of thousands. No, there's nothing. There's nothing like that. 100 Thieves definitely looking good. Saw some interviews. Sounds like they're very confident. They did a lot of problem solving in the off season. And I think that Xander's a great addition to the roster. Couldn't really tell much from them other than that. They look like, they can have a higher form, right? I did see what I expected to see in terms of the bullying and the simplicity, but based off what they said, they look like they can have a higher form. So, I believe in that. Main thing that we're going to focus on today was the fact that, 100 Thieves played, that's 12, that's 10. They played 22 attack rounds, and they only lost 3 of them. Right, so really impressive stuff there. MiBR, that VOD review is going to be brutal. Thank God I'm not going to be a part of that. But that's all we got for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. I appreciate you watching the video. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe. If you want to get better at Valorant, I offer Valorant coaching. Join my Discord. Check out the options. I got it as low as $10. Okay, I got guides in there. I got different options. There's a lot of stuff to work through. If you aren't following on everything, you should be. Okay, gonna be here all year long. You're gonna want to, get here while you can. But yeah, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you all for the support. Appreciate it so much. We're almost at 10K subs. So let's get there, and then I'll do a naked celebration with Dr. Pepper poured on my head. Have a good one. T-Dog out of here. Deuces.